Hi, everyone. Today, we are diving into a really fascinating scientific paper that gives us a powerful solution for one of the most frustrating things in skincare. So, does this question feel a little familiar? If it does, you're definitely not alone. It is so exhausting, right? You're in this cycle of trying new cleansers, new creams, new serums, and you just end up right back where you started, with sensitive, angry skin. Okay. Now this is the idea that changes the entire game. The source material we're looking at today suggests we're often looking in completely the wrong place. The problem isn't that one product failed you, it's that your skin's own natural defense system is breaking down. Let's just think about your skin barrier like it's your body's own personal bodyguard. It has one job, really. Keep the good stuff in, like water and nutrients, and keep all the bad stuff out, like pollutants and bacteria. When that bodyguard is compromised, well, that's when the trouble starts. The paper explains this with a super simple but honestly perfect analogy: a brick and mortar wall. Your skin cells, those are the bricks. They're solid, they're protective, but the mortar holding them all together is just as important. That's a mix of natural fats or lipids, things like ceramides and cholesterol.
So what happens when that lipid mortar starts to crack and crumble? You get gaps in your wall. Simple as that. Irritants can now sneak right in, causing all that redness and inflammation. And at the same time, all that precious moisture escapes, which leads to dryness and that tight, uncomfortable feeling. This, right here, is the root cause of what most of us call sensitive skin.
And listen, this is not just a cosmetic thing. The paper makes it really clear that a compromised barrier can have a huge impact on our quality of life. For example, patients with rosacea, which is directly linked to barrier issues, have a nearly 2.5 times greater risk of depression. It just goes to show you how deep the stuff really runs. But here is the good news. The research doesn't just point out the problem and, leave us hanging. It actually offers a structured scientific strategy to rebuild that wall from the ground up. And it's called the TLC strategy. Now, this is way more than just tender living care. It's a very precise 3-part plan that's designed based on how our skin actually works. This is where we get to be proactive. The whole strategy breaks down into 3 really easy to remember steps. You target the problem, you lock in moisture, and you connect the skin cells back together. So let's dig into what each of these really means. Okay, so let's break down each one of these steps. It's actually fascinating to see how they all work together to create this complete plan for healing your skin. First up, T is for target. This step is all about correcting 2 of the biggest problems. First, getting your skin's pH level right, and second, putting back all those essential lipids. The mortar we were just talking about. So here's a really important point. Healthy skin is naturally a little acidic. You know that super tight, almost squeaky clean feeling you can get after you wash your face? Yeah, that's actually not a good thing. That's the feeling of your protective acid mantle being completely stripped away. A lot of harsh cleansers are just too alkaline, and they basically destroy this defense mechanism, leaving your skin totally vulnerable. Okay, next up is L for lock. Now, this is about deep, functional hydration. It's not just about slapping on a heavy cream. It's about making your skin better at managing water from the inside out. The paper talks about something called aquaporins. You can think of them like a tiny plumbing system between your skin cells. This step is all about making that plumbing system way more efficient, so water gets where it needs to go and your skin stays plump and hydrated. And finally, C is for connect. So if the lipids are the mortar, this step is all about making sure the bricks themselves are glued together tightly. It focuses on strengthening the literal connections, the little protein rivets that hold your skin cells together. This makes sure your barrier isn't just patched up, but it's genuinely strong and resilient for the long haul. So that's the science, which is pretty cool. But the big question is, how do you actually use this information? Let's get into the practical, actionable steps you can start taking, like today. This chart just lays it all out so perfectly. The do's are all about supporting your barrier. Use gentle cleansers in that ideal pH range and apply moisturizers full of lipids multiple times a day. And the don'ts are just as crucial. Get rid of the harsh, alkaline soaps, stop scrubbing your face so hard, and ditch any products with known irritants. So when you're looking at product labels, these are the heroes you want to find. Ceramides, cholesterol, and fatty acids. Those are the literal building blocks of your barrier's mortar. Glycerin is just a fantastic hydrator. And something like Centella asiatica is amazing for its anti-inflammatory effects. Knowing these ingredients is your key to building a routine that actually works.
All right, let's put this all together. Here's what this science looks like as a simple, powerful routine that you can actually stick to. But first, let's ask a really critical question. What if that very first step in your routine, cleansing, is actually where all the damage starts? Could you be accidentally wrecking your skin barrier every single day without even knowing it?
So here it is, the simple, science-backed fix. Step 1, cleanse gently. That means using a mild pH-balanced cleanser. Step 2, moisturize smartly with a cream that's packed with lipids. And don't be shy about applying it more than once a day. And step 3, support consistently with soothing, anti-inflammatory ingredients that help your skin heal and stay calm. So I think the biggest takeaway from all of this is pretty simple. You can stop hunting for that one magic bullet product. Real, long-lasting skin health comes from understanding the science of your own skin barrier and then consistently following a strategy that repairs and protects it. This knowledge is power. It really gives you the ability to change your entire approach. So take a good look at your own routine. What's the first small, science-backed change you're going to make to start rebuilding your skin's defenses?